Take a breath. And blow it out. Okay? Good. What happens when you take that breath? What happens to your posture? What happens to your state? Shoulders go up, head goes, sternum goes. Changing your whole breath, right? It's that diaphragm that I heard you guys talking about. It's helping us breathe. Here's how you take a proper breath, though. Here's the equation. 1 to 4 to 2. It's a 1 of an inhale, a 4 of a hold, and a 2 of an exhale. Now you use the multiplier. So we're going to use 4. So it's going to be an inhale of 4, a hold of 16, and an exhale of 8. It's a long time. But you can work your way up to this. You can do 3, you can do 2, and you can practice. Let's try it real quick. I'll count quick on the hold. So ready? Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's hard.
How's that feel though?
Feels good, but it's hard.
Feel a little dizzy? That's your brain telling you thank you for the oxygen, because that's if you don't breathe like that. Okay, you can sit down.
Is every breath?
Not every breath, no. So you can, but talk to me about if we had a curtain behind the door over there. I had a depressed person. Describe to me what that depressed person looks like. Tell me about hunched. Where's his head? Forward or up?
Forward.
Where's the shoulders? Forward or down? Or forward or back?
Forward.
How do they breathe? Shallow or deep?
Shallow.
They getting oxygen in their body? So if you just change your state and change your posture, that's going to help, number one. But seriously, you have to remind yourself to take a deep diaphragmatic breath throughout your day. Once every 5 minutes. That's a gift. More? And you can work on that. When you're driving in the car, think about that deep breath. Drive that oxygen to your body. It feels good. That's where energy comes from. It's something to think about. The other thing you guys mentioned was water. Water is the most abundant substance in our body. 80% of the world's water. 75% of our body's water. 80% of our brain is water. How important is water?
Very.
How many of you are drinking enough water? You want to know the equation? You have to drink half your body weight in ounces of water a day, minimum. If I'm 180, half of me is 90. That means I need 90 ounces of water a day. I should drink that much, or I must drink that much? Must. If you're not, you're killing yourself. If you drink caffeine, you're dehydrated. If you drink alcohol, you're dehydrated.
Coffee and alcohol?
Or, cross those off your list. Your body can only lose 10% of its water or you will die. Alcohol stops the process of reverse osmosis in your cells, so it totally dehydrates your cells. Caffeine stimulates the kidneys to secrete more water out of your body than there's water in the beverage that you're drinking in the first place. The equation is half your body weight in ounces of water per day. If you're drinking more than 1 unit of caffeine, you have to double that. An ounce of water per pound of body weight. Have to. America currently consumes 64 gallons of soda per capita. Last year, the average American consumed 581 cans. And so they're taking the quantity sold divided by the number of people. What if there's a lot of people that don't drink pop? Is that number even bigger than for the people that are drinking it? They're drinking a shitload of it? Is it healthy or not healthy?
Healthy.
Oh my gosh. We got some work to do.
It's the energy.
Okay, not really. It's the biggest derivative and driver and source of sugar in the United States. 1 in 3 are obese. It gives them energy. BS. 67% are overweight. They're drinking 64 gallons of soda per capita. 581 cans. That's not where energy comes from. Energy comes from your cells that are hydrated and have water. Severely dehydrated, orange dark urine. Somewhat dehydrated produces yellow urine. Carefully hydrated produces colorless urine. The third thing that our cells need to survive and thrive is the elimination of its own waste. Cells must have the ability to eliminate their own waste. How does that happen? There's a system that does it. It's not the circulatory system. It's the lymphatic system. The circulatory system has a pump. It's called your heart. The lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. It only moves when you move. If you're sedentary, does your lymphatic system move? You sleep all night, you get up, you hit the box on the bedstand, you eat your cereal out of the box, you drive in your box to work, you sit in a box, you type on a box, you text on a box, you go get a box lunch, you come back and sit in your box, you go home and turn the box on to try to chill out, and then maybe you drink out of a cylinder to try to calm things down. That's a sedentary lifestyle. That's not eliminating waste. That's toxicity within your body that your body's going to have to deal with. You have to move. You have to have motion. One of the things that I do, besides, I'm thankful that my job is motion, and I don't sit at a desk all day long. And I exercise, and that obviously is motion, but it needs to be more than that. And there's something that I do every morning. It might sound kind of crazy and weird, but I have a rebounder. It's a mini tramp. And so when I get out of bed, I get on my mini tramp, and I bounce like this. And I don't jump on it. I leave my toes on it, and I just bounce. What am I doing? I'm very gently restoring motion and moving my lymphatic system in my body. And then I stop and I breathe. And I'll bounce again. And I just do it for a couple, 2-3 minutes. I go grab my shower and do my, shave and eat and get to work. But that gets my system, my lymphatic system pumping. How long will a cell live?
Till you kill it.
Till you kill it. By drinking too much pop. Cell respiration. Dr. Otto Warburg, 1931 Nobel Prize winner, said direct correlation between a person's health is the level of oxygen. Warburg, what he did was he put rats in bell jars with both normal and 60% below normal oxygen, and the jars with the lower O2, some cells obviously weakened and died. Okay. Lack of oxygen destroys cells. Dr. Harry Goldblatt, he duplicated Warburg's experiment. The rats that got the oxygen, so what he did was he reinserted the cells back into the rat. The rats that got oxygenated survived. Those who received under-oxygenated cells developed cancer. Cells can live forever. This was Dr. Alex Carrel, two-time Nobel Prize winner. He took chicken cells in petri dishes, and cells will live forever was his hypothesis if given their basic needs and are not poisoned by their own environment. Chicken cells can live for 10 to 12 years, which would probably be like a 100-year-old chicken. How long do you think his cells survived in his experiment? Guesses? 10 to 12 is what they can live. That's a life expectancy, 100 years, in human years probably. Guesses how long the cells lived? 27 years. Alex Carrel actually died before his experiment was done, but his students carried it out and they studied it, and it was 27 years. Oxygen, water, elimination of their own